Hey, you guys, my name is Jessica. I go by Joss Speaks, and welcome to the Digital Feel Good. Today, we are going to be looking inside of an software that I absolutely love, which is called smarterqueue. Now, smarterqueue actually is sort of like Buffer in Hootsuite, except for with smarterqueue, what you can do is you can actually schedule categories. And actually it has GIFs built right in for you. You have images built right in. It really is an all-in-one type of platform. So that's why I chose to show it to you. Now I actually have a link, which is an affiliate link, just being upfront with you, where you can actually receive 30 days free if you click on that link. You'll be able to try it out, test it out, kick the wheels, kick the tires around. And if you like it, definitely try it out because this is something for content creators, for broadcasters. If you're looking for a platform that's like your all-in-one, that'll just help you kind of center everything and keep everything kind of categorized and organized, then this is the platform for you. So let me go ahead and show you into the platform here. So I'm just going to share my screen here. Give me 1 second. And here we are. All right, so here is the login page. And what you do is just go ahead and log in with either your email address, Instagram, you have all of those different platforms available, right? I am already logged in, so I've gone ahead and I've logged in. And what you'll see is you'll come to this first page here. Now, this first page, actually, let me get you back to the front. Let me get back to the first page. This is actually not the first page. This is the inside of it. And let me minimize this just a bit. Okay, there we go. So if you go to the first page here, you'll go to your menu bar, which will have add content, you'll have categories, you'll have schedule, all that good stuff. So let's say we want to add some content to this. So what's really great about this is that you can go with the categories, and I actually have a list here, so let me go with it. Categories. I have this spelled incorrectly, but that's okay. I'll go in and fix it later. So categories. Here are all of the different categories that I have in my feed, right? I have articles. I have Black Enterprise because I want to pull some of their articles. I have inspirational. I have my own blog posts. I have my podcast, questions that I want to ask my audience, self-promotion, and tips. So these are different categories that I have. I'll probably also add in a funny or motivational dance category as well. So let me go ahead and add that. So I'm going to add my dance category, right? And my dance category is going to be, I'll let it be this color, which is the color of my brand, right? So I've added that, right? So we're all good there. These are all of the different categories that I'd like to have shown to my audience. Now we're going to go in and we're going to add some content to this. So you can add a post. Now with adding a post, you pretty much are just taking the information. You choose which category you want it to fall under. So let's say we're going for inspiration. And then we're going to choose which platform we want it to go to. It's kind of the same setup as Hootsuite. So it's really easy in that if you've utilized Hootsuite before, then you're able to really utilize this software as well. Let's say I want to schedule this for Facebook. And I'm going to go ahead and type in, whatever my message is. Let's just say my message is, hello, join me on the call Tuesday. If I can spell Tuesday, right? And that should probably be capital. All right. So, and then we're going to add some media. Now you have the option of uploading a GIF or an image. So I can go into my images folder here. You can do, basically go into your docs and add something, or you can use their docs here. They have a whole list of different GIFs that we can use, right? So let's use this one. I like this one. Pow, right? I don't know. It looks cute to me. I like it. So let's say we want to use this GIF. If this content is evergreen or not. Now, this is what I absolutely adore about this, is that you can really re-queue this and post it after a certain amount of time. If it's evergreen content, you can keep reposting it over and over again. You can also choose the editor if you want to post on your behalf, or if you want to have someone on your team that's posting for you, you can do that as well, so on and so forth. So you pretty much get the gist on this one. That's if we're just creating a regular post. Now, here's the second part. Let's see if I'm going in the right here. Okay, so content ideas. So now we have our categories all together. Let's say we want a content idea. So we add content and we go to find content. This is what I loved about it. right? So we go to find content and we go to, we type in motivation. It'll pop up with a bunch of different motivational pages that you can pull content from Facebook. Yes, other people's content that they've already done the work for. So let's say I want to go with, I should be able to pick Valerie Burton. Valerie Burton, because I love Valerie Burton. So Valerie Burton, now I can go through and pick all of her posts and share her posts on my profile. Now, why would I want to do that? Because you definitely should be giving as much as you're receiving, right? So as much as you talk about yourself and toot your own horn and have all your pictures and quotes up there, you also, those individuals that you follow, that you look at as leaders in your field, or, they're experts, or you just love their message, you definitely want to share some of their information. You want to share their posts. And if you continuously share their posts, you continuously like their posts, then guess what? You're starting to build a digital relationship with that influencer. It's a great way for you to build relationships and for you to network as well. And also keep your feed full of content. And ultimately, that's what we want to do. We want to keep our feed full of content. And I'm spitting, so I'll stop being so excited about this. So that's why I absolutely love smarterqueue, because you're able to pull all of that content. And let's see, who else can I go for? Let's see, I can't think of anybody off the top of my head, but you get the gist. So you can really just type in the username, the hashtag, the term, and it will pull in all of that content, and you can just go through and go, I want to share this, click, I want to share the full post. It says, take notice of how often your words feed your frustration. When you're tempted to speak negatively, instead ask, what am I willing to do about this situation? Hashtag, that's inspiration, right? So we're going to go with inspiration. We're going to post this on Facebook. And of course I can add in my media, and you can make a post on, platforms such as Photor or on Canva, and you can have something that's like pointing up or pointing to the side or pointing here and going, here's something I love from this influencer. And you can go through and repost different posts from different influencers. Great way for you to digitally network and also create relationships. So that's content ideas. So if you can't think of anything to post, absolutely nothing, then you should have your dope 3. My dope 3, why I call it the dope 3. The dope 3 are like the 3 things that really resonate, like calling almost your core values and your core vision and your core mission for your business. So for me, it's inspiration, education, and motivation. And then of course the undercurrent of that is faith. Which is faith leads all of that, really, truthfully, anyway, right? So inspiration, education, or motivation are my dope 3. So within that dope 3, I pick one of those particular topics or one of those words, and then I can just type it in here. So let's say I want to do education. I'll probably get a gazillion things on that. So let's go with digital. See, I can spell today. Digital education. Right? So then I can look at these different digital pages. I can go to them. Here's a college and university. I can go to them, select it, and it will fill up with all of their posts. And I can go through and read through some of these and see which ones I like and share them. Right? So it really takes away your ability to have to think. I probably wouldn't share this because that looks like that's in a different language. I don't think that's English. But you get the gist. So let's keep on moving on. Moving on to Feedly. So within Feedly, what you can do is you can actually bookmark. So if we're going to go back, what I always do is I always just go back to the menu, go to add content, and we can actually go to, let me move my eCamp stuff out the way here, import we can go to Feedly. So let me find it here. Or you can also import from RSS. So actually I want to go there. I want to go to import from RSS. So let's do that. So the import from RSS means that you grab the RSS feed from your blog, from your podcast, and then you can pull that information into your smarterqueue. So this means instead of going to your podcast all the time, instead of going to your website all the time and going and copying and pasting, it'll feed all right into smarterqueue and you can push it back out, which I believe Hootsuite and Buffer have that ability as well. But here's the difference in that. Now you have categories. So you know when you're posting inspirational content, you know when you're posting motivational content. And basically this is a calendar for you that just builds it all out and has it all simply laid out to where you're like, okay, I have the inspiration. For me, I have the inspiration. I have the education. I have the motivation. I have the faith. Boom. Cool. Everything's set up. Right. So with the RSS feed, what you could do is you just go and you grab your RSS feed from your blog. And did I not put mine in there? No, I didn't. I put the YouTube, but I'm not going to use that one. So I'm going to go grab my blog because I forgot to get the blog. So you guys are going to see all up inside my email for a second here. So I have a blog that I just kind of write my mom stuff for the Jaw Research Institute, which is my other entity and my other business, the other face of my business, which is more for healthcare providers. So I'm just going to grab that, and then I'm going to take it and put it into smarterqueue. So press enter, and now it's going to fill up with all of my blog posts from my blog. And then I can just go through and schedule these and share them. So when you share them, you can click on the link here. I want to share the full post. Or you can share a link to the post if you want to get that traffic and start to track some of the traffic that you're sending through. And it's going to ask you every single time. And this is why I absolutely love this software. It's going to ask you every single time. Is it an article? Is it for your dance? Is it for your inspiration? Is it for your own blog post? What is it? And we can categorize it and we can put it into certain pockets there so we know. And let's go ahead and put that on Facebook. And here is the blog post. Right? We can do the link to it. We can do text only. We can add some more pictures and GIFs and things to it. It gives us so many different options. And then we can also schedule this at a later time. We can schedule the post later. We can save it as a draft. You can go in here and save a bunch of them as drafts and then have your social media manager go in and kind of schedule them and play around with them so that you have certain ones on certain days. It's really, really good stuff. So now let's look over to the next one, which is our podcast. So for me, I have a podcast and I have the blog for the Digital Feel Good. Now I'm showing you guys inside of a test account. I'm not inside of my actual account, but inside this test account, right? So I'm going to take my blog post, or my podcast, excuse me, and now I want the feed for my blog post, and there it is. I can go through, I can share all of my podcast episodes the same way that I can share my blog post episodes, and it's all good. The best thing that I like about this, or another thing I should say that I like about this as well, is that the GIF search. If you don't know, now you know I love GIFs. Absolutely adore GIFs. If we are Facebook friends, then you know that I like GIFs. I like GIFs. GIFs are my friend. So if I wanted to put a GIF to go along with the podcast episode that I have, then I can totally share that. And it'll be within the podcast episode. We can click on podcast. We can put the link in here, so on and so forth, share it to that particular place. Now, did I show you guys this part? Yeah, so I already showed you kind of. Here's some tech news because I told them that I'm into tech. So tech news will pull up. What it does is it actually pulls your feed from individuals that you follow via Twitter. So here are some individuals that I follow on Twitter, and it pulls their feed. So I can retweet some of their information. I can share their information on different platforms. If they've only shared it on Twitter, I can share it to Facebook, or I can share it as a LinkedIn post, so on and so forth. So there's so much that you can really do with this. Another great feature that I absolutely adored here, I want to show it to you all, is the image search, which is via Pixabay. And Pixabay is awesome. But guess what? That's not all. You also have Unsplash. And if you don't know about Unsplash, I don't know where you've been. Unsplash is one of those great, great platforms that is it's just a networker stream, a broadcaster, a content creator stream, because you can pull in those different photos. And really the only thing you need to do, and that's only if you really want to, is to give credit back to Unsplash or give credit back to the photographer, and which I try to do sometimes, because I think, if you're doing dope work, I would want somebody to at least credit me with my dope work, especially if I'm giving it to you for free and just saying, here, just promote me and say my name. Then, what else can you ask for? So you have all of these different images, and if you put in, and this is my little test that I like to do. I'm going to show y'all my little test I like to do on these platforms. And this gives me an indication of whether or not I'm going to use this platform. Because I want it to be diverse. There's no people. So whenever I check out a platform, I want to make sure that it's diverse, that it has, some of these images I might not use, but I want to make sure that they are at least encompassing and including someone that looks like me in a conversation. So I go through and I do that check. And if they pass that check, I'm like, okay, this is a software I can get down with. This is a software that I can use, right? So with all of that being said, as you can see, you can exclude retweets, you can put replies, you can do the latest post, most liked post. Is that beneficial or what? Absolutely, right? So you can go ahead and you can select that and update your results. And then you're only going to see the posts from this individual that were the most liked posts. So if we take a look at CNET News, it looks like net neutrality had 3.6 11 weeks ago. So these are this one's kind of old, 6 weeks ago, 11 weeks ago. Looks like most of these are pretty old compared, according to, hey, how you doing? I'm sorry, I just now seen your message here. So these are pretty old according to digital media standards of age, right? Because things pretty much only last within digital media, in the digital media space. I mean, once you get about maybe 3 weeks, you kind of old. 4 weeks, you're old, right? We're throwing you out. We're saying, okay, what's next? What's happening now? So smarterqueue is a great way for you to really just take all of your content, especially for us broadcasters, right? For us leaders, right? If you are a leader and you're watching this, you know this for sure. As leaders, we lead as we breathe, right? If we aren't leading, then we aren't breathing. And we have to be up on the newest technology. We have to have things kind of organized and in the correct forum, because we have so many people and individuals that are looking up to us, looking for information, right? And looking for guidance and inspiration. But you also know, if you are a leader, that stuff takes time. It takes a lot of time. And if we can delegate some of the things that we have to do on a daily basis, then it's great for us. It's a great way for us to utilize our time in a better fashion. So with all of that being said, I hope that this was very useful to you. I hope you were able to get some great information from this software. Please check out the software. It's definitely worth your time and your efforts. It's definitely worth you going in there and checking it out. And I am looking for, there we go. There I am. All right. So my name is Jessica. I go by Joss Speaks. Be sure to go ahead and check us out on the digital feel good. And I can't find my little bar here. So let me hold on. Let me make one real quick. So our website, and yes, I'm typing while you're on here, is digitalfeelgood.online. All right. My name is Jessica. I go by Joss Speaks. Thank you so much for taking a look at this video. Hopefully it was useful to you. I wanted to provide you guys all with a couple of different tips that you might be able to use in your business as well with the software. Hopefully you are able to take some of the information that I gave here, this software, this tool, and use it in your business to help you just kind of stay on target, on task, and to help you delegate some things out and have some automation in your marketing. Because if it's one thing I know for sure is that people need to know about your service in order to purchase your service. So definitely put that information out there and get ready to make it happen. My name is Jessica. I go by Joss Speaks. Be sure to check out the digitalfeelgood.online. We look forward to seeing you over there. Wishing you wellness in life and in business. Peace.